Hello, compliments of the season. Today, I want to wish you a wonderful season. As the year draws to an end, this message is important for all times. It livens our spirit. First of all, I thank you, my different audience all over the world, for liking, for sharing, for comments on GAF YouTube channel. GAF TV loves you all and wish you a wonderful Happy New Year. Today we are talking about museums. Why the topic of museum? We are to know our environment. History teaches us a lot of things about the past, the present, and how to shape the future. So if you have not been visiting museum, let this talk enlighten you, teach you, and inspire you to visit the nearest museum to your community. Museums are institutions dedicated to the collection, preservation, and exhibition of artifacts, artworks, paintings, and other objects of historical, scientific, or cultural significance. Museums, they play a vital role in preserving and promoting our collective heritage, educating the public, and inspiring future generations. In the museum, you see so many artifacts, some on war, some on our origin, the stone man, the hunter, all these artifacts that were used in war and in peaceful times, objects of history. When you see it real, it sparks your memory. It makes you know that life is worth living and contributing to. It makes you. The significance and importance of museum are enormous. We can't list it out in this small talk, but we will venture to mention some, like it helps to preserve history and heritage. Museum safeguards our artifacts. If you have any artifact, take it to the museum. Many people can see it and learn from it. Don't keep it in your house. Museum safeguards artifacts and stories from the past. They allow us to learn from and appreciate our cultural and historical heritage. Museums are for education and learning. They provide interactive and immersive learning experiences. They make complex concepts and historical events accessible to diverse audiences. The word that was fought long time and the inventions, you see it live. It sparkles your creativity. Mind, it opens your heart to understanding why this, why that, and what you can do in the future. It's also a good community engagement and social hub. It needs for cohesion. Museums serve as community hubs, fostering social interaction, cohesion, in promoting cross-cultural understanding and exchange. Some of the artifacts from a particular part of the world, you see it elsewhere. So this no culture or the Benin head can be here. Wow! So it shows that community are interdependent. It brings you the past, the slave trade, the first man, the Stone Age, what have you, different inventions, depending on the museum you go to. They have economic benefits. Museums contribute to local economies through tourism, job creation, and partnership with local businesses. Again, museums inspire and create. They help creativity. They inspire creativity. You inspire you when you go there. You see the first man, the ape, the caves, the hunters, the hunting implement. You'll be able to think of what to do to make implements or things we do today to be better. They were using knives, then we have machines now. Even the robots are being used now because of some visits to the museum. Creative minds can do things better than before. It sparks imagination. It nurtures innovation, influences arts, design, and scientific advancements. We have examples of so many museums. In this first talk, we're going to do another talk that talks about the different museums in different continents of the world. Today I'm going to talk about the great examples in major cities. There's the one in France. The Louvre in France is one of the world's largest and most visited museums, housing an impressive collection of arts and artifacts from all over the world, from civilization, the Asian civilization of the 19th century. You've heard of the Metropolitan Museums of Art in the US, New York City. It's a premier cultural institution featuring a vast collection of art and artifacts from across the world, spanning around the world, spanning over 5,000 years of human history. You've heard of the Egyptian pyramids, the Louvres. You've heard of the Lagos Museum, the Art, the Ife Museum, the Benin Museums, they're all there. The Jos Museum of the North Culture. You've heard of the British Museum dedicated to human history. It has a collection of over 8 million artifacts and pieces, objects, including the Rosetta Stone, the Elgin marbles and mummies in the ancient Egypt gallery. You've heard of the Ontario Museum. Ancient cultures of all over the world are there. And in Toronto, they will also have the OCAD College of Arts University. There's also the most cultural objects throughout the world are also stored there. It's in Toronto. The National Museum of Anthropology in Mexico City is also a renowned museum featuring an extensive collection of art and exhibits of Mexican anthropology, including the famous Aztec calendar stone. You've heard of also the State Hermitage Museum, St. Petersburg, Russia, is one of the largest and oldest museums in the world, showcasing a vast collection of arts and cultural artifacts from ancient times to the present time. You see, in those days when people travel, explorers travel all over the world, traders, professors, what have you, they bring artifacts. Now it's been done, now they're being replicated. It's all part of knowledge. So how do we sustain museums? Because when we our talk are usually on improving on lifestyles. We don't just talk history. We say, where does history take us to? And then in GAF YouTube, we talk about sustainability. What can we learn? We don't just talk history. In those days, just taught history, go to school for just learning. Now we are learning for knowledge, for wisdom, to inspire the world and to make it better. So you sustain to sustain museums now, we have gone digital. There's digital transformation, and we are suggesting how to sustain it, that there must be digital transformation of museum, embracing digital technologies to store films, and so that they can enhance visitors and visitor experiences. Sometimes you don't have to go to the museum. You watch a movie on the museum or all the artifacts there. You can now go further. You see all the works of art, kept that artifact right from a single movie. It also improves collection management and increase online engagement. You know, during the COVID time especially, you could tour some museum right in the comfort of your house. See different artifacts there. So if you want more, you are encouraged to go. You can now go on tour. So community engagement and partnership. That's the way you have to engage society. Community can say Ijebu Week at the museum, Ijebu Week, Yoruba Week, Igbo Week, Hausa Week in some museums. So people are encouraged to go over a week. They go to watch, and that will bring people. Also, you encourage the schools around, especially the primary and secondary high schools, to visit the museums. It helps geography, helps history, culture, and even science exploration. We have, like in Ottawa, Canada, we have the Museum of Natural Science. You go there, you see about nature. In some parts of you have war museums. It helps greatly for them to understand. You don't just keep children in school and say school. They have to go out to the field. So it helps cultural, community engagement and partnership. Fostering strong relationship. How can you sustain it? You have to encourage. It fosters strong relationships with local communities, organizations, and stakeholders to ensure the museum they remain relevant and responsive to social needs, societal needs. It's also in how to sustain it, environmental sustainability. We're implementing eco-friendly practices, reducing energy consumption. They can have LED. You can also it also helps to promote sustainability in museum operation and exhibitions. This is what we're doing now. There are road shows. You take museum to the road. You take it to the marketplace. People can watch it right live. You don't have to say you have to be to the museum will come and meet you. That's how to extend how to sustain museum. And by doing that, you are encouraged to go there and see the live one. Two, there will be diversification. Two, if you to sustain it, there should be diversification of revenue streams. I'm talking to those who think that government is the one that must promote museum. No, you can. There are so many things that can be to sustain them. The open line of streams of income, explore alternative funding sources like crowdpooling, a corporate sponsorship. You can say Shell Day, Red Cross Day, what is it called, Charity Day. You do all that, Market Day, Lawyers Day, and when you do that, people will come. It helps them to fund. So corporate sponsorship, social enterprise can be improved, and they reduce dependence on government funding. Most of them are not doing well because it's only government that sponsors them. There's need to diversify. If your foundation can buy a lot for 2 years, you pay for it. You can say, oh, GAF Foundation, this is we are sponsoring this particular or new Yoruba cultural or African cultural scene, and then we sponsor for those 2 years. We can collaborate and share the funding together. Also, it helps also inclusiveness accessible exhibitions. We hold exhibitions that show some particular culture or some particular interest. We design exhibitions that this is a proposal. The exhibitions should be designed that are physical and intellectual accessible to everyone, to diverse audiences, and promote inclusivity and social cohesion. Well, that's how to sustain it. If you have a diversity community, you have where you project their image. The Black History Month, you project the Asian Week, the Caucasian Week. You promote their culture and their interest within the particular month allocated to them. Also, by embracing these strategies, museums can ensure their long-term sustainability and their relevancy. They continue to inspire us, they continue to inspire and educate audiences, and remain vital institutions in preserving and promoting our shared and cherished cultural heritage. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, share. Until I come away is GAF TV. Go and flourish. GAF. Thank you. Shalom, shalom. Love you all.